I'm very interested to see if there's anything more that's said in our commentaries over here on Pasuk Hafches.
Hmm.
We have something we don't have from Rashi, we don't have from Rav Sadia, but we have from Mepsudas David. Uh,
Oh,
Od Milsa, when the word was still Bapum Malka in the mouth of the king, says the Mepsudas David, Od Haya Hadavar Befi Hamelech. These words were still in the mouth of the king. Below Gomar Adayan Devorov, and he didn't even finish his words yet. Oz Yered Kol Min Chamayim Va'amarlach. At that point, a voice descended from heaven, and it said to you, it's meaning to Nebuchadnezzar, Nemar Ata Nebuchadnezzar Hamelech. You are King Nebuchadnezzar. Da, you should know. Asher Hamalucha Avra Vesara Mimcha. You should know. We're giving you notice that the kingdom is passing hands. There's going to be a changing of the guard, and it's going to be removed from you.
yeah.
So I presume that if the Malach uh, said it, and the Nebuchadnezzar would have heard it. So let's see what happens next. We're on We're on page 50, Pasik Chaftes. We go to Roy,
Of test is
29,
29.
429.
Right. 30, 29. Where's the beginning
Chapter
of it?
4, verse
Uh,
29.
I've got 30 and why doesn't soft test? All right, here we are. Umin Aina Sha
Anosha. Mina
Aina
Anosha.
Sha Umin Nash Ansha Lach Toradin V'im Hayves Bara Midoras Ispo is Isob
Isba.
Ispo Kesurim Rin Lach
Yitaamun.
Yitaamun Shiva Idonin Yachalafin Yachalafun Alich Ad de Synodot de Shalit Eloyo Bimalchus Anosha Oman De Yitzba Yitnina 29 from man I will banish you and, and your dwelling will be with the beasts of the field. Like cattle, they will feed you grass, and 7 periods will pass over you until you know that the Most High rules over the kingdom of man, and to whom he wishes, he gives it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you got any notes
yeah. Um,
from who?
um, Aram, and that was what, 39, was it? Yeah.
No, 29.
So that was 29, I'm sorry. That was 29. Uh, 29. They will banish Aram, uh, Taradin, an expression of driving away, and 7 periods. What these periods were has been discussed above. Here, Ibn Ezra states that there is no indication of whether they were days, weeks, months, or years. He is convinced, however, that they were not days or weeks, based on the account given further that his hair grew long like eagles and his nails and like birds. He prefers to believe that they were 7 years. Both Ibn Ezra and Rav Saadia Gaon point out that Nebuchadnezzar did not actually turn into a beast, but he became demented and boorish like one. Rav Saadia Gaon explains that his hair grew long from the sweat and dirt he was exposed to. Ibn Evra relates similar incident of a person who went mad and fled from human society to live with the antelopes. Once when the king of his island captured many antelopes, this person was among them. When he was identified by his parents, they spoke to him, but he did not respond, nor did he eat the food and drink they offered him. When they offered him grass, he ate it, and then fled into the fields in the middle of the night to return to the antelopes.
Wow. Who is that?
Doesn't say.
Who's saying the story?
Uh, Ibn Ezra.
Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Right. So for a considerable period of time, where he's going to have to go through 7 different periods, Nebuchadnezzar's whole humanity has been removed from him. He's going to live like an animal. And and uh, and it's going to stay like this until he recognizes that the one who makes men kings is a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and the one and the proof of that is that when he wants to, he can remove that Nebuchadnezzar, one of the most powerful kings of all of history, and he can remove it in a miraculous way, without any semblance whatsoever of cause and effect, rules of conventional rules of nature, so to speak, or political or economic or military considerations whatsoever. It's amazing. And this is what Sefer Daniel is telling us here. Hashem is the one that chooses kings, and he's the one that deposes them. When he chooses to depose the guardian angel of Babylonia, he gives the word, and kol nafal min shamaya. the guardian angel, whose name is Kol, of the guardian angel of Babylonia, he's cut off. He falls, and that fallout is that is what's the cause and effect of Nebuchadnezzar uh, leaving the kingdom. Okay, Pasuk Lamed. We go to Lu.
Pasuk Lamed 30. Let's see. Lamed. Ba she'asa mil sa safas al Nebuchadnezzar umin anasha terich ve'isbah kesodrin yechul umi tal shamaya gish may yatzaba al yedei samrei ke nishrim rava utifroham cheiderin. At that moment, the decree befell Nebuchadnezzar. He was driven from mankind and ate grass like oxen, and his body was washed by the dew of heaven, till his hair grew like eagle's feathers, and his nails like birds' talons.
Talons. Wow. So this pasuk that Lou just read, pasuk Lamed, that is where the Sefer Daniel records that what was said, what was decreed by Hashem in the previous pasuk actually happened. And when did it happen? How long did it take to happen? At that moment, meaning at that moment that the decree was made. It happened immediately upon the making of the decree, upon the voice and the malach falling. That's when, at that moment, this decree was came into reality, materialized. Wow.
See, there's commentary 30.
30. Do we have commentary 30?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Wow. Just looking for anything interesting on that this is said by the commentaries here. Oh, here's where the Rav Sadia in his commentary, he says he ate. The pasuk says the asva keturim, and he had grass like he was given grass like oxen. But Rav Sadia says, Al tomar shehu nasa chamor o arod. Don't say that he was transformed into a donkey or an arod, some other type of a wild animal. Ella nishtata Nasa Borg Kabehema. He went his das was altered in a very profound way, and he became like a behema. Umina lichluch va'azeya v'hatsoa godlu sarosov kenotza shel nisharim with Tzipornov Ketziporne Peres Va'aznia Shadorsim Betziporehen. And from all of the filth and the sweats and the excrements, he I don't know why he needs all those things. His hair grew like the eagle's feathers. So the Art Scrolls translation is following Rav Sadia's translation.
Right. I've got that his nose were like those of birds, right? We said this, but also I've got here that Rashi on Olay, he now realized that he was not a beast but a human, although he did not yet understand what pertained to his kingdom, only what pertained to his body. He also remembered the punishment that had befallen him, Melbourne. And I bless the Most High, Amram, Ulala, Basar, Rashi and Melbourne explained that Nebuchadnezzar had previously believed that God did not control or supervise the world, but that he gave control of the world over to the heavenly bodies because it was beneath his dignity to care for our material world. Because of this belief, he is called the Most High because he's above all the heavenly bodies to whom he delegated powers. However, he is not called Alomai, the life of the world, because he does not generate life into the universe, but the heavenly bodies to whom he delegates powers do. According to Nebuchadnezzar's erroneous belief, God deserves praise and glorification for being the first cause, but he does not deserve to be blessed because he does not bestow his bounty upon the world. Now, however, he realized that God bestows his bounty on the world and controls the world without intermediaries. Nebuchadnezzar therefore says, I bless the Most High, and I praise and glorify the life of the world. Although he is high and exalted and deserves praise and glorification, he is also the life of the world, generating life into this lowly material world.
Aren't you reading from verse 31 now?
That was commentary to verse 31. Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't read 31 yet.
Oh.
We're going to read 31 now.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not just correcting you. I want to make a point over here. We're going to see the point. In other words, the point that I want to make is that right now Nebuchadnezzar doesn't have any das about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading from Pasuk 31, where his das is given back at the end of the 7 years, at the end of the 7 periods of years. It sounds like then we're going to see exactly what happened.
Okay.
But in other words, in Pasuk 30, he looks like sort of like a wild man, but his mind is not operating, I don't think, like a man's mind.
Mm.
Okay, but now that we've so now we're going to do 31, and we're going to see what in other words, let's take a look. 31. Whose turn is it now? Mayor.
Okay, it says Veliksat Yomaya Ana Nebuchadnezzar, Ainai Lishmaya, Nilet U Mandai Allah Yitu Ula Ila'a Barchet Ulachai Alma Shabchet V'Hadret Di Shaltane Shaltan Alam Umachute Imdar Vadar. Oh, that's Dar is a generation. Okay. So it says at the end of 7 periods of years, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes to heaven, and my senses returned to me. I bless the Supreme One, and I praise and glorify the Eternal One, whose rule is an eternal rule, and whose kingship is for all generations. Okay, 31 in the commentary. Okay, so Ainai Lishmaya Nitlate, raised my eyes to heaven. Prior to this, he walked on all fours like an animal. When the time came for him to be rehabilitated, he stood up on his 2 feet like a human and looked to heaven. That's the Malbim. Umandei alai yatuv, and my senses returned to me. He regained his sanity. Yes, I'm sorry. He wasn't no saint. Okay.
Saint Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
May as well. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He regained his sanity gradually. He understood what he had gone through, and he was not an animal, but a human. He still had not progressed to the point of regaining his original faculties and brilliance. This occurred, verse 33, only after he had acknowledged the supremacy of God and given thanks to him. And that's the Malbim also.
wow.
Okay. And
even though it says his senses returned to him,
right.
But we're saying the Malbim is pointing out over here that they did not return to him fully. And we're going to see and he's pointing out that in verse 33, that's when that happened. And he's explaining that he only returned to his full faculties only after he had acknowledged Hashem's greatness and his malchus and his supremacy, and given thanks to him.
Mm-hmm.
So that is exactly what exactly what we said in verse 29. We said that the voice came and said that the kingdom is departed, and you're going to go through 7 periods. Will pass over you until you recognize that the Supreme One rules over the kingdom of man, and he gives it to whomever he wishes. So it's interesting over here. The Malbim was pointing out, and we're going to see actually in verse 33. We didn't read 32 yet, but we're going to see in 33 what the Malbim says, that it says a second time. It says a second time these same words in Aramaic, and we're translating into English. My senses returned to me. So there's 2 times it says that my senses returned to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So 32. We go to 32. Back to Roy. We have time?
We just ran out, I think.
We just ran out of time. The 7 periods have passed until we recognize that Hashem is the Supreme One, and he rules over the kingdom of man, and he gives it to whoever he wishes.
Right.
And with that, we will wish Meir a wonderful day.
Okay, and everyone should have a good Shabbos if I don't see you tomorrow.
Okay, good Shabbos to
Good
you, and to your
Shabbos,
wife, and the
Meir.
rest of your family.
Thank
Be
you.
well. And
Amen.
hopefully I'll see you around even just to wave.
Right. Okay. Very good, Roy. Be
Okay.
well.
You too. Bye for now. Bye
Bye
bye.
now.
We'll be back.
Okay. Be back soon. Bye.
Shem.
Bye.
Uh,
Oh, what, what's going on here? That card blood. What happened? Recording. Recording. Oh.